Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. That's how we gonna get this started, right? Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. That's something that my mentor taught me a long time ago. And it's been some of the greatest advice that I've ever gotten in my life. And it's been something that has carried me for a long time. Because I do have these moments where I get discouraged, right? Or I may not believe in something that I know for a fact can change my life. But I still act and I still speak, even when I'm uncertain. Because I know that the certainty is going to come right behind my actions, right? And so, the title of this video today is going to be, even though your voice, even though you don't have the loudest voice, it speaks volumes. Even if you're somebody who speaks low, you make the earth shake, right? That's what this video is going to be about. So you may not know this, but if you do, I'm here to remind you that your voice carries volumes. Like, literally, you have such an effect on your environment everywhere that you go. And it may not feel like you do, but you really do. You play a pivotal part in a lot of people's lives. And you just don't know how you can change people's lives until you've sown the seed, and then you start to see the benefit of that seed growing and blossoming. This is something that has happened along my journey so many times, and it's always such a wonderful thing to witness, especially during those dark times in your life where you feel like all the work that you put in, it seems as though it's not yielding any results. But the thing about it, right? You will not see the benefit of what it is that you're doing until later on down the road. You won't know how much you are affecting other people's lives until later on down the road. Because I've played such a pivotal part in people's lives that I didn't even recognize. But the minute I stopped doing something, or I switched over and did something else, I would get messages. I would get feedback saying, yo, you still doing that thing, right? I just haven't seen you in a while, so I just didn't know what was going on. I got a message like that some time ago, and it was a big shocker and a big reminder that, okay, I need to amp it up. I need to continue doing what it is that I'm doing. And I'm here to relay that message to you, letting you know to keep going at whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever that you're doing, keep going. And not only that, to speak even when your voice shakes. Because even though you may not have the loudest voice in the world, it carries volume. It can reach people that you didn't even think it could. You can affect lives in a way that you never thought was possible. So you have to keep going. You have to continue speaking your truth. However that looks, no matter what kind of business you're in, no matter what it is that you may be doing, you have to continue to speak your truth. Because your truth is going to help somebody along their path. I have so many different coaches in my lives for so many different things. And let me tell you, the impact that they've had on my life is invaluable. Because I see them continuously showing up, even when they seem uncertain. And they don't seem uncertain all the time, but they let it be known like, hey, look, I'm not sure about this, but I'm going to continue to show up anyway. Or I'm going to continue to teach, or I'm going to continue to spread this message. And so I feel like it's my obligation to do that, to do what it is that I'm doing right now. Because I said it in a previous video before that I always seem to come back here because I get reminded of the importance of what it is that I have to offer. And honestly, it shows up in so many different ways. It may not always be like this. It may not always be like this. But I know that I have amazing impact. And you do too. Now, this format, the way that I go about it may not be the way that you do it. right? But the way that you show up for yourself, the things that you're interested in, the things that people take notice in, that you take notice of, right? The people that take notice of you taking notice of the things that you love to do day in and day out, that is playing a significant role in impacting people that you don't even know. And you don't even know how it's impacting. But the thing is, it's not your job to know how you impact people. Your job is to continue to show up every day and get 1% better each and every time. That's it. You don't need to worry about the views or the likes or who's supporting you and who's not supporting you and who's encouraging you and who's sending doubt and hate your way. That's not your job. Your job is to stay focused and stay consistent at what it is that you're doing and to speak volumes and to speak at the highest level, because that's how you evolve. That's how you grow. That's how you change the landscape of your life. That's how you change the lives of others. I was having a conversation with myself, right, some time ago. And the one thing that always came up was, no matter how I may feel about my situation, I'll always bet on myself. And the reason was because I usually have these dialogues with myself, right? And the one thing that came up was, what do I have to show for the past 7 months for this year? Like, what do I have to show for it, right? Because I took a risk on myself, and it was a process, right? It was a process that I had to go through, something that I've never gone through before. But the question came up, well, what do I have to show for it? But the one thing that I kept saying was, no matter what, I would never, ever give up on myself. I would never stop continuing to bet on me. Because where others choose to play it safe, which there's nothing wrong with, right? Everybody has their paths in life. Where others choose to play it safe, I choose to take the risk. Because I can see the reward in the risk. And not only that, I grow as a result of me taking that risk on myself. Because I don't think I could forgive or live with myself if I didn't at least see what these opportunities had in store for me. Because they presented themselves to me for a reason. And right now there are opportunities presenting themselves, but you doubt yourself and you don't take advantage of the opportunities. Because you think, well, what may happen if I take this? What am I losing? What am I gaining? You're weighing, and which is a good thing, right? You're weighing the odds between how will this be beneficial and how will this be detrimental. And it's important to make sure that every risk you take is calculated. But there are some things in life that you just have to go for and see who you become on the other end of it. And honestly, through this process for me, I feel like I've become a better person because I've had to sit with certain emotions that I've been negating for a long time. Certain things that I just felt like, well, I'll worry about that another time. And there are certain emotions that you can't just put to the side and worry about another time. You have to deal with them as they are. Otherwise, they're going to show up in other aspects of your life and slow you down and slow down your progress. So throughout this entire process that I've been going through for the past 6-7 months, I've had to face and deal with me, most importantly, while building a business, while getting out of my comfort zone. These are the things that I was faced with. And so that question came up. What do I have to show for these past 6-7 months, right? But the thing that I have to show for it is that I never gave up on myself. No matter what I was going through, no matter how I felt, no matter what issues may have came up, I still never gave up on me. Even if I sat out for a moment just to rest and recoup and, recalibrate myself, I still never gave up on me. And that's the one thing that I can say is my mindset is a gift. My mindset is a gift. It is a blessing. Because usually when people go through certain things and they get knocked down, they don't get back up. They just go right back to that comfort zone. Right back to the thing that they left, that they said out loud that they did not enjoy, and it did not bring them fulfillment. They choose to go back to that thing, to that job, to that environment. But I am so blessed and thankful to have this mindset to where even if I'm faced with obstacles, I still always choose to bet on myself. Always. And I hope that you're feeling the same way. I hope that you are choosing to bet on yourself today. I hope that you are allowing yourself the opportunities that present themselves to you. You're allowing yourself to take advantage of all of these things and seeing who you become in the process of it, right? There's great benefit for you there. But seeing who you become in the process is way more beneficial than what the opportunity has to offer, right? Seeing who you become is the benefit. Because I'm telling you, in every single experience that I've gone through, I've seen how I've gathered information and gathered certain things and carried it into each and every phase of my life. And this phase right here of my life is teaching me how to have that go-getter mentality, right? How to just go for it. How to just be fearless. How to just take chances, make mistakes, and learn from them and grow from them. And be a better version of myself because of it. And understanding that everything has its processes and everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens right on time. Like this video right here. This is happening as it should. Everything is happening as it should. This here is the next chapter in your life that you are currently writing. And honestly, every experience that I have, I always look at it as, okay, this is a teachable moment. Even those times where I feel like I'm at my lowest, I feel like those are teachable moments. Because how do you rise out of those? How do you rise out of those phases in your life? Right? How do you rise up and become a better version of yourself in these phases? Whenever you're feeling like, well, nothing's working out and you feel stuck or stagnant. How do you get out of that? Because there are so many people that are in those predicaments, but they just don't know how to get out of them. So how do you do it? And how can you show other people how to get out of that circumstance, that situation? Most importantly, how can you show people how to get out of their own way? Because at the end of the day, it's you in your way. That's a bar. At the end of the day, it is you in your way. And you got to figure out how to move out of your own way to get to what it is that you're going to. And you don't have to make all of these big, grand decisions all at one time. Just take the time to make one simple decision. I'm going to wake up a little earlier. I'm going to exercise for 10 minutes. I'm going to read one page, a couple pages, right, of a book, right? I'm going to go out and try again at whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm just going to try it one more time. And you keep doing that over and over and over again, and it's going to start to compound. Just tell yourself, just give yourself one more chance. Whatever it is that you're doing, tell yourself, well, I'm going to give it one more chance. I'm going to give it one more chance, right? Let me just give it one more try. Let me just get it one more go, right? I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the same thing that happened yesterday. Maybe I won't get any results. But let me just give it one more try. Just one more. Give yourself one more chance every day you wake up. And you'll start to see the interest build up. And then you'll start to reap the benefits of that exercise, of that effort, of that work, of just showing up for yourself. Because at some point you stop showing up because you get in your head and you start to think, well, maybe this isn't working anymore. But when you start to feel that way, just give yourself one more chance. Give yourself one more chance. Because you got something special in you. Even if you don't realize it. You got something special. And you have to continue to look at it as such. Like, I'm specially made. I know that I have a gift. I know that I have a purpose. I know that I have a calling greater than what it is that I'm going through right now or what it is that I'm doing right now. I know there's something greater out there for me. But I have to keep persisting. I have to keep going. I have to keep pursuing. I have to keep waking up and trying again every single day, no matter what. Because that's the beautiful thing about life, is that every day you wake up, you get another chance. Every day you wake up, you get another chance to try again, to do better, to know better, to grow. You're a new person every time you wake up. You're new, you're renewed every time you wake up. The person that you was yesterday, it's no more. You are who you are today. You are who you choose to be today. You're the mood that you choose to be today. Are you happy? Are you exhausted? Are you upset? Did you bring what happened yesterday into today? Start your day anew. And don't allow anybody to bring you back into that old. Even if whatever happened yesterday, guess what? Today's a new day. I'm coming in with a smile. I'm happy. I'm joyous. I'm free. That's the biggest key. I'm free. I'm freeing myself. I choose to free myself today. And you have that choice. Choose to free yourself today from guilt, from judgment, from disappointments, from anger. Free yourself. Even if just for a moment. Just let it go. Free yourself from those feelings. Because that's how you start to get out of your way. And that's how you start to speak with volume. That's how you start to lift yourself up. That's how you start to rise from the ashes like the phoenix. You know you are. Yeah. So remember this. I'm going to bring it all back around. Remember this. You may not have the loudest voice in the world, but you speak volumes. Every time you look in the mirror, you speak greatness into yourself. No matter what's going on, you speak greatness into yourself. You speak greatness out into the world. And nobody else has to understand it. But you're speaking greatness every single day. And therefore, you will start to attract greater things into your life. You start to attract a greater perspective. You start to attract greater energy, greater people, greater opportunities, greater environments. Everything just gets better and better and better. But it starts with how you speak. So even if you speak, even if your voice isn't the loudest, you speak volumes. And that goes for every single aspect of your life. Everything that's bad, that is happening, that you speak on, you speak volumes. Everything that's good, and anything that's good that's happening in your life, you speak volumes. Your voice carries so much power. Make sure you manage it right. Manage it correctly. Because what you speak out here is what's going on in here. And everything that you experience out here is going into here. And that's what creates what you speak outwardly. And you just bring more of that into your life. Something to think about, right? In the meantime, give thanks and be thankful. Because I'm thankful. I'm thankful to you being here on this journey with me. I'm thankful for you allowing me to be on this journey with you. And I truly believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. And if you found this helpful, inspiring, motivating in any way, shape, or form, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. And as always, the new merch, the brand new merch is out. Link in the description. Go and get you some. It's an amazing product. Always remember. Oh, and also follow me on my many social media platforms as well. On TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, all at paulizeanthony.com. Remember this. Even though you don't have the loudest voice in the world, you speak volumes. Everywhere you go, you're creating impact. Everywhere. So be mindful of how you speak. Be mindful of when you speak. Be mindful of what you're speaking about. Because even though you think your voice doesn't carry weight, trust me, it carries volumes. This has been another Paulizè Talks. I'm Paulizè Anthony, and until next time, peace.